It's been 24 months since we signed the contract to fight back in 2020. Now, the transition from going from strongman to boxing, for me, it was hard. You know, even been retired a couple of years, I kept my strength up, I kept my size up. When I first signed the contract, I was 175 kilograms, so I was still a big guy. And the transition from being this big, massive powerhouse, you know, and I love being the powerhouse, to losing the weight, getting fit, it was hard. It was really, really hard. I would say it's something that I needed in my life. It's something I needed, that change in direction, or I was probably going to go for an early grave, because even though it's great being big and I enjoyed being big, it was something that was probably not going to be best for the longevity. This boxing fight is the best thing that's happened to me for a number of reasons. Number one is getting fit, mental health, bodily health. And I suppose number two, since 2017, I've wanted to punch a certain person in the face every time I've seen him. And that's the truth, and I've been that way since 2017. Where I'm from, where I grew up, it's fisticuffs. You know, if you can't fight, then you're at the bottom of the pile, really. It's the alphas that thrive and prevail and sort of get on. I suppose I've been fighting my whole life. Grew up with two older brothers, and they absolutely beat the living shit out of me on a daily basis, and then their friends beat the shit out of me. And then obviously growing up, I had that attitude of wanting to fight all the time. You know, in my younger years, I'll admit, I had a bit of a chip on my shoulder, and I used to go out looking for fights. It's almost in my blood to be a fighter, and it's something deep down I've always enjoyed. I love it, in fact.
Oh no! Tore my bicep. It's off.
One of these things, all I did is throw a lazy hook. Nothing too strenuous, it's just like a lining up hook to sort of line up a backhand. It just snapped off. It's probably an underlying issue from strongman. I probably half detached it from my strongman days, and then just a hook. Probably thrown a bit too hard. It was just enough to take the rest of it off, and it rolled up my arm. At the start of the 12-week camp of a first scheduled fight, I tore my bicep off. And I suppose a number of factors. I was going through a very stressful point in my personal life, and obviously on top of the 12-week camp and a few staffing issues I had, I think I just imploded. I just, you know, overtraining, under-recovering, not sleeping very well, and it went. You know, there's nothing I can say. Unfortunate, one of these things, and it's postponed the fight up until now. I'm glad in a way. Everyone at the time was sort of really on my side. Oh, Eddie's going to win. Eddie's going to absolutely obliterate him. Now he's blown his bicep. I think Thor's going to catch up, and now Thor's looking more technical. And right, for me, that just eggs me on even more, because I love the doubters. I love the naysayers. They're the people that put fuel in my fire, and they make me train harder. They make me eat harder. They make me sleep harder. They make me do everything. When someone says you can't do something, or it's impossible, or you're stupid, or that's when I get switched on. When the pressure's on. And I always say this, pressure creates diamonds. This isn't going to be a boxing match. This isn't going to be a technical 1, 2, 3s and ducking and diving. This is going to be a fight. This is two men going in the ring, wanting to take each other's heads off, and I, for one, that's my goal. You know, I'm not going in there to be technical. I'm not going in there to win on points. I am fighting literally one of the biggest men on the planet, and I'm not scared. I'm excited. I'm going in there to fight, and fight I shall.